Hi everyone, Bricknut here. Firstly, apologies for no video last Tuesday. Between personal issues and other projects in the flat, I just didn't have the chance to get one out, and I'd actually completely forgot to put the notification up on the channel's Facebook page as well. So I've got a brain like a sieve sometimes. It goes in, goes straight out. Anyway, I've got a couple of sets here that I've bought this week to show you. I've been doing a few things in the city as well, and I thought it would be nice just to show you what I've been up to in the other room as well, because I've got other interests. I'm a man of quite a few hobbies, and sometimes I think I've got too many of them, but anywho, let's have a look at what I bought this week. So, the first item from a local charity shop for just £4 is this Lego Classic set. Set number 10698, and it is complete. Look, there's the date, 2015. Don't know if that's the release date, but that's at least a copyright date. It does seem to be complete, and I have seen some vintage parts, so it has got some extras. Plus, this was all ready assembled, apart from the handlebars and whatnot being in the wrong place, but I sorted all that out, and I quite like that, so it's going on display in a little while. I quite like these sets, and I think I'm going to buy these a bit more often whenever I can. If anything, just for the selection of colours and parts that you get in them. Look at all the colours, and these are all in this box. There's dark brown, light brown, red, trans red, dark green, light green, even lighter green, light blue, dark blue, grey, both light and dark grey, pink, dark pink, purple and light purple. In fact, I'd call that a violet, I think, not lighter purple. There's even some I think these tubs are worth it just for the selection of colours you get. There's even 2 shades of yellow. Orange. Lots of various transparent parts, doors, windows, wheels. Yeah. So, I think whenever I get the opportunity, I might try and get a couple of these tubs a bit more often. Especially if I see these go on like special offer at Sainsbury's or Argos, then I'll grab them, definitely. Excuse me. Anyway, the other set I bought was this ambulance, which I've already got 2 of, which I done some customization on. And they are hiding under here. See both of them right there. Yeah, I got this from the same Facebook seller I got the bank, the fire station and the cargo terminal from. She dropped it off for me last night. And I can't resist this ambulance. It's one of my favourite sets from the year this was released, and I can't remember the year it was released, or not went that long ago. And this was, again, 100% complete. But one of the problems I have found with this particular set, and I believe it's the only one that does it from that year, is that the white bricks fade quite easily. I mean, these two I've had to replace a number of the parts a couple of times actually. Especially that one. I think that one was in the parking garage next to the hospital. Nearly called it a fire station. And this side of it, that was actually, you know, facing me, had faded just from sitting in there, and I don't know how, because I wasn't even facing the sun. The sun primarily comes in that side through those big windows, which I want to do something about actually. I was thinking of buying some window tint of something just to put on there, just to reduce the amount of UV that comes in here, because especially during summer when I get direct sun coming in through that window, it is affecting the Lego and it is annoying me. So I might decide to do that at some point. Oh yeah, what else? Oh, I've installed this low voltage control box thingy for some low voltage lighting that I want to install. Excuse me. I was going to install these under here because it is rather dark, especially in the evenings like this. You know, the main lights are shadowed by the table, so when I want to fish things out of boxes and whatnot, I can't see, so I wanted to install some lighting, and I was going to install those, but I don't think I've got enough. And I think it would be better if I find some LED lighting to put under there. So I've installed that so I can, when I've got them reconnected, I'll be able to use those floodlights again. So, yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to that. Right. My fronts fell off of that. Where did that go? It's got to be lying on here somewhere. There's some bits missing off that tow truck, because while I was trying to fit this, I dropped it straight on top of everything on here, so some parts have gone flying, it seems. But to be honest, looking on there, I can't see them, so I don't know if it's on there, if they've dropped down there. I don't know, I'll have to find them later. Right, so I've finally got my row of shops in, my row of 4 shops with 2 flats above. I did settle on a roof design. I wanted to do something different. From when I first started building this, I didn't want to use sort of like the traditional sloped bricks for a roof. Because I've actually done that quite a few times. In fact, I have done that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well actually that's just it, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So I thought, doing it this way, which I've seen other AFOLs do with their mocks, would be a nice change, and I actually quite like how that's come out. It's not quite finished, but being a detachable roof, when I want to add to it, I can just take the roof off. I don't have to take the whole building out. That's one advantage to making your buildings modular. If you do need to work on them, especially larger ones like this, and you only need to work on the roof, like I've just realised I haven't got any details on that roof yet, have I? I haven't put the air conditioning on there, or the communication aerials, and I've just realised a spider has made webs across there. Oh, that is annoying. Go make your webs elsewhere, not over my fire station. I wouldn't be surprised if I take that roof off and find one running around in there, actually. Right, oh, I've got the bank in place as well. So I turned the cycle shop around. I don't like this bit though. I'm going to find some more straight roads instead of the T-junctions, because that just annoys me, having that T-bit there when there's no real use for it to be there. And I've got a couple like that. There's one on the other side where the bank is, so the only problem is I'm out of straight base plates. So I'm going to have to find some. I'm going to have to get some. I think I'm out of straight road plates anyway. Well, I've got one there that I could pinch. And come to think of it, I may actually have another one. Yeah. But I really do think that does finish this corner off quite nicely. I was really hating that big gap being there, so I wanted to get it done. You know, it was last year I started building that, wasn't it? And it just sat up here on the bench, here, with a temporary flat roof on it, doing nothing. And I just thought it was time to get a roof on it and get it into place. I've also done a bit more work to this, so I've pretty much got the main walls for the elevator shaft done. I think I'm going to have to go a bit taller than that, come to think of it, just to have room for the winches. That's not going to give enough room for the winches, although I was planning to put the winch gear here so the string would go up, but I'm still going to need a bit to make room for the hook and everything that's got to go on top of the lift car, haven't I? So I might want to go up another couple of bricks. Right, a few changes over here. I've now got a temporary border wall, just a black and white striped wall, because I can't do what I want to do at the minute, and I wanted to put the border in. What I wanted was something that looked a bit more like a commercial fence that you would get like around a big yard like this, which is like a mesh fencing. Some style of mesh fencing is what I want to go for. But I was stuck for ideas. But one of my viewers, and I can't remember his full YouTube handle, but I know it's Taylor something, I believe. It's slipped my memory. Anyway, he was chatting to me the other day and he gave me a few ideas. So I really appreciate that. He got me out of the, I suppose, the Lego version of Writer's Block. So I know what parts I want to get, and I haven't got that far to go. Although I might take it all the way down actually and get rid of this white fencing, because I think that would look better. I mean, it's a railway yard. You're going to have a security fence along here, aren't you? Really, not these white panels. So I'm going to have to get those ordered. We're actually chatting on my Discord server. That's where he sent me the screenshots of the mesh pieces or lattice pieces. I'm not actually sure what they're called. I can't remember. I'll have to look up again on the server. I'm actually wondering if I should move that bank that way a smidge, or if I should just leave it where it is. Because I could put some parking spaces in there, couldn't I? In a little alleyway between the cycle shop and the police station, the bank. I quite like that idea. I haven't actually pressed the bank down, so I can move that around if I want to quite easily. One problem I'm having is, especially in this corner, it won't level up. The tables themselves won't level up. I've got it about as good as I can get it, because there's quite a drop right where the edge of that fire station is, and the end of this road plate. There's quite a drop this side, but I had a play around earlier in the week. It's more like a smooth hump now, and there's another one down here as well. I think it's here. Yeah, you can see it's actually feels like some Lego or something has got under there. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to resolve that issue, but it is becoming quite annoying. I wouldn't mind a smooth hump, you know, so it actually transitioned quite smoothly, but that doesn't. I mean, look at that. It's not too much of a problem, but I know it's there and it annoys me, so I'm going to have to do something about that at some point. Oh, I've added these big floodlights as well. I don't like these white bits on top. I'd rather find them in black or something. I think that would work better alongside the grey. Perhaps find some of these plates in black as well. I'm sure I've got some. I've got one there and one in the other corner of the yard. I was going to put one in that corner, but I'm kind of thinking that would be overkill. At least I think that would be if that was a real yard. I've used those just to be different for the actual light unit. And the other thing I need to do is buy 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need another 8 of these 1x5 panel pieces to make up another 2 of these lamp posts to put down the middle of one. Another one somewhere here. I was going to put the third one somewhere here. Because I don't know if anyone has ever seen in big rail yards, but they really do have some very tall sort of floodlights like that. Same with yards like this, they'll have tall floodlights so they can work at night and whatnot. But I used light grey on these ones because I haven't got any more dark grey. Well, that doesn't matter, you know, I've put dark grey base on just to break up the light grey a bit. And yeah, I think I've made quite some progress. I'm happy. The bridge I think is done, although there was something I was going to do. I've got 2 1x4 plates on the steps there, and I can't remember why I put those there. I don't know if I was experimenting to see if I liked it and would, you know, put the plates or the tiles all the way down. Not plates, plates have the studs on. Yeah, I'm not sure. That is the problem when you leave projects on hold like I do for the length of time I do. it's very easy to forget why you did something. Never mind. Oh, I just realised I've got a little 1x1 cheese wedge piece missing off of there. Didn't notice that till now. I need to clear this area again. My park, it's a dumping ground, as always. Please tell me my Lego City is not the only one that has its sort of own personal dumping area. I hope not. Oh, and on the plus side, due to progressing with projects in the bedroom, I've got most of the shelves cleared in here, so I can stack some Lego on there if I need to get some out of the way. Which is highly likely. Because, such as that bus, actually, that can go under here, and the mech suit, the Marvel Superheroes mech suit, and a few other bits and pieces I don't want to break up, but I'll put them under here out of the way. Right, so I believe I said earlier I'm a man of many hobbies, and that is why things have been going on in the bedroom. When you live in such a small place like I do, you have to make the most of the space you've got. So I think I've got like 3 different hobbies set up in this room alone, maybe actually 4. The newest one is in the middle of being set up, and that's the baseboard for the model railway that I want to build. I want to build a 00 gauge model railway. It's something I've always wanted to do. So I've been out, bought a big base, and the plan is to put it on hinges so I can fold it away into this position. It'll be up, so when it's folded up out of the way like this, it'll be in this position, and when I want to model on it, I just lower it down. I'll have fold out legs on here because I don't want those sticking in the room either. You know, set it up, and then I can model or run the trains or whatever I feel like doing that day. And when I'm done, I can just fold it back up out of the way. Yeah, so that's the general plan. But I had to clear this area. I've still got, well, all that stuff can be cleared off and put anywhere. That's not important. But before that, I had a whole bunch of retro computers. I had some set up in this corner. I had stereos set up on there that all had to be moved. And of course I've got my retro games consoles and whatnot. So I got to thinking, I thought, how can I solve this problem? And I thought, why don't I build one big desk on the other side of the bedroom to put all my electrical stuff on, my retro electrical stuff on, like my computers, my consoles, perhaps a couple of my retro portable radios. So I built this. I built this big desk, and over this side now I've now got my retro music centre set up. I got that ridiculously cheap on Facebook with a second one in need of repair, and I have fixed that. If you want to see what I do with things like this, I don't always film what I'm doing because I find it difficult to film and work on what I'm doing at the same time. So but if you want to know more, you know, I do show you what I've done and how I did it, follow my Life of an Englishman channel. That's what I do on that channel, as well as just sort of random vlogs. Anyway, so I've set all that up there with my cassette tapes, with a display of my Matchbox cars, which I also love to collect. And if anyone is interested, I do have a new channel called The Diecast Collector, because this hobby, after a 4-year break, has taken off so much lately. I actually thought it deserved its own channel, just like my Lego hobby, hence this channel. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. So I've got this bench all built, everything is set up, it's all working, it's all functioning. I've actually got the Ethernet hub to install in that gap there on the wall. I haven't done that yet. But I have got the Ethernet cable coming in from my main router into here. And then I'm running another one out to go into the kitchen, because that's where I work on computers when I'm building them and whatnot and fixing them. And it's just handy to have an Ethernet cable there. Because sometimes friends will ask me, could you build me a computer and whatnot? So obviously you need to do the updates and whatnot. You need the internet for that. So it's just handy to have an Ethernet cable in the kitchen. But I haven't ran that all the way through. It's sort of dangling in the doorway at the minute. Because the other problem with living in a block of flats, I can't make noise. Well, not too late at night anyway. And I don't like making any noise sort of after 5 o'clock in the afternoon anyway. And on top of that, I ran out of cable clips, so I thought, right, I'll continue with that in the morning. I'll go and get some cable clips in the morning and continue with that. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot, I also collect flashing beacons and things. It's not a big hobby of mine. You know, I don't want hundreds and hundreds of different beacons and light bars. I'm actually quite happy with what I've got at the minute. There's a couple of other styles that I want. And then I think I would leave it at that. But yeah, that's probably one of my smallest hobbies, if you like. But my bigger hobbies, definitely die-cast cars. Biggest Lego by far, because I've got a whole room dedicated to that. In fact, if I said my hobbies go in order, it would be Lego first, followed by my die-cast cars, followed by all my retro stuff, if you like, my retro electrical goods like my computers and stereos, and I don't know what else I've got, to be honest. I've got an old black and white television under there. That's the other one that needs a lot of work, this unit. It's not worth it. There's no value to it, but it's good practice for me anyway, so I'll get to that. I just need to get a few bits for it. Oh, my throat's actually getting a bit dry. Yeah. I forgot I also collect Roadworks lanterns as well. I've got a whole closet full of those. But, yeah, so I think I'm going to call it for this video. I think this video's ran on long enough. I've got a few things I need to put away, like these old shelves that I had to take down. Don't want to dispose of them yet. Although I really don't have anywhere to put them, but you never know, I might change things around again. Yeah, so thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all again very soon, I hope. Bye.